Hi guys, so this video has been so highly requested by mostly one person. So if you are the girl that has been commenting on basically every single one of my videos and my Instagram asking me to do this video, your wish is finally my command. So I hope the sound is okay because I'm actually behind the tripod filming this and the tripod might be a bit wobbly because I'm actually sitting on my bed and this is the easiest way that I could find to kind of film this video. My lock screen is this photo of Ariana Grande, obviously, and I was looking for a Taylor one on Tumblr like before I started filming this video, but this was like the nicest lock screen that I could find. So when you unlock my phone, it just has this kind of home screen. By the way, I'm really sorry if you're really fussy about kind of layout and stuff because mine is really kind of disorganized. So first I have Safari, then I have Calendar, then I have Mail, Contacts. I then have my YouTube app, which has got to be one of my most used apps. I then have Stocks, Weather, Clock, Calculator, Videos, Notes, Settings, Voice Memos, Maps, Phone, Books, and Health. I then, along the bottom, have Music here. I have, which I could actually go on to. Here is my music, Ariana Grande, Avril Lavigne, Van Perry. As you can see, I have a pretty mixed taste in music. I think the two kind of artists that I have the most music from are Taylor Swift and then Hollywood Undead and then Ariana Grande and My Chemical Romance, so it's a bit of a mixture. I then have my messages and app store. I have so many updates to update, it's literally ridiculous. I then have my photos and I've literally got like, ooh, Snapchat from Karis. Hi Karis, shout out to Karis, go subscribe to her, Galaxy of Fashion. So I then have my camera roll and as you can see I've got nearly 15,000 pictures, which is a bit ridiculous. So on this page I have FaceTime, which I never really use, to be honest. I have my camera, podcast, iTunes store, reminders. In this productivity I just keep a load of random stuff that I literally never ever use. I then have Time Hop, which is, oh my god, look how long my nails were 1 year ago today. It basically kind of shows you things that you've done a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I then have Countdown, which is a countdown app that I used to use. I don't really use it anymore, to be honest. I then have Game Center, which again I don't use. I have this YouTube Studio app, which is the most handy app. I can basically reply to all of you guys' comments and see what people have commented on my videos, and I can reply to them from here, and for some reason it never shows that I've replied. But if you actually like click on this view more thing, it shows like the replies and that I've replied to people, whereas like on YouTube in real life it doesn't show that I've replied, but I swear I do reply to my comments. So I then have this QR scanner, which I use very occasionally when something has one of those codes on it. And I then have Flashgap, which I explained the last time I did this video, I think. I haven't really used it recently. Basically you take photos on the night out and they stay there, they appear like 24 hours later or like 12 hours later or something like that. I then have this little YouTube Messengers kind of saved Safari thing. I then have my Christmas countdown app, which is really sad because it's now 356 sleeps until Christmas. And that makes me incredibly sad because I love Christmas and I'm so sad it's over. And then this Christmas I also downloaded Elf Yourself again and did a kind of Elf Yourself thing with my family. And then I have the 7-second challenge game by Dan and Phil. And I had to download this app because I'm a massive fan of Dan and Phil. And yeah, it's just a pretty fun game. I think I paid like £1.50 for it and I've used it like 5 times with my brother. I then have this Canon camera app, which basically allows me to connect my camera to Wi-Fi, which is really cool, and I can kind of see the photos on my camera and stuff like that. I then have Yik Yak, which I never use. It doesn't really work for me. Every time I try and go on it, it just crashes. And then I have this app called Giphy, which I downloaded so I could have GIFs on Facebook. And then onto my kind of main page of stuff. So I have Facebook up here, which is my personal Facebook. I have iTranslate, which I used to use all the time for my homework. MyFitnessPal, which I haven't used in literally like forever. WhatsApp, which I use literally all the time for like free messaging with my friends and stuff. I then have Viber, which is a free phone call app, which is kind of handy. I then have Pinterest, which is like, again, my personal Pinterest. And then I have this little shopping folder, which inside has Shop Style, which is like one of the best apps ever. I use this all the time. You can basically type in something and kind of compare what you've searched for. So say you type in pug, it basically comes up with everything to do with pugs, and then you can refine it and choose kind of the price. So say you wanted to look for pug stuff that's £0 to £10, and yeah, basically it comes up with everything that you might, oh my gosh, I have this. My boyfriend got me that for Christmas. But yeah, it's a very handy app for kind of price comparison, and I use it all the time. I then have New Look app, Topshop app, Amazon and eBay, which I use all the time. I just did a big Amazon order, so there'll be a beauty haul pretty soon. I then have ASOS, and then Depop, which I never have actually used. I downloaded it when it was kind of like a big thing. And then I have Etsy. Then in this social tab, it's pretty bare. I have Tumblr. My Tumblr is Speak Now Soph. So if you guys want to follow me, I just kind of reblogged a load of, I don't use it that much to be honest, but I just kind of reblogged a load of backgrounds, like wallpapers for your phone. So if you guys are interested in some kind of like backgrounds, like Taylor Swift ones or Ariana Grande ones, then I just reblogged a load. So go and check out my Tumblr, which is Speak Now Soph. I then have Skype, which I use occasionally on my phone. I then have the Xbox app, because I used to play Xbox like all the time, and for some reason I've never deleted it because I don't really play it anymore. And then in my photography folder, I have Splice, which is a video editing app, Viva Video, which is another video editing app. I then have Instasize, I'm sure you guys all know what that is. I then have Instagram, which if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you are missing out. I post all my kind of nail art like I have here, and yeah, I love Instagram. I'm constantly on it, and my Instagram is just sophdoesnails, and I reached 9,000 followers the other day, which was awesome. I then have PhotoGrid and Pic Collage, which are both kind of similar things which you can use for kind of making like photo collages, photo montages and stuff, and I use those quite frequently. And then Fonto is an app where you can add text kind of to your images. So I explained this in my previous video, but you can basically like put text around your nails or just wherever really, change the font, change the size, change the kind of shape so it can be curved or whatever. And then Touch Blur is another app that I use for my nails, which again I explained in my last video, where I basically use to kind of like erase around my cuticles. I then have Layout, which is the kind of Instagram collage app. And oh my gosh, have you guys seen this picture? It's so funny. This guy tried to face swap with his baby and it face swapped his nose, but I just thought it was hilarious. I then have Video Lab, which is another video editing app which I occasionally use to kind of do nail videos. And then I have Square Fit, and then I have VSCO Cam, which I use very occasionally to kind of edit my Instagram photos and stuff, and I'm sure you guys all know what this is. So I then have my arcade, where I literally have 6 games, which are Tiny Wings, Fruit Ninja, Flappy Bird, Candy Crush, Dragon City, and 94 Seconds. And I don't really play any of them anymore. Then in my entertainment one, I have all 4, which I use occasionally to watch Scream Queens or Made in Chelsea on my phone. I then have Netflix, which again I use sometimes to watch Pretty Little Liars in bed, but mostly I just use my laptop. And then I have TV Catch Up, which I never use. It's like a live TV website thing. I then have Dub Smash, which I think everyone knows what Dub Smash is. I then have Meme Generator, which I don't really use that much anymore. And then I have that creepy My Idol app where you can make like your own little kind of avatar. So what you do on this is kind of take a photo of yourself and then you can make your own little character, and like how creepy is that? I then have my another photography app. I have this Beautify free app where you can change your hair color and stuff. I then have CamWow, which you can kind of do like silly things like distort your face. You can basically kind of distort things. It's quite funny. I used to use this quite a lot. I then have Face Juggler, which is absolutely hilarious. You can swap people's faces over like I showed you with that guy earlier with the baby. I then have Flip Photo, where you can basically just flip your photos. It's not particularly interesting, pretty self-explanatory. And then Quick Flip I think does the same thing. I was just trying out both of them. And then again, Photo Mirror, it just mirrors your photos. And then under music, I have my ukulele tuner, guitar tabs I think is what it's called, and it basically just has a load of guitar chords, and I use it for like when I'm playing ukulele and stuff. And then I have Shazam, which is where you can use the app if you want to find out what a piece of music is without having to kind of look it up yourself. It will tell you what it is if you play it. And then I have the free music app, which I never use anymore. Then in this little utilities folder, I have Find My iPhone, Compass, Google Maps, which I use all the time when I'm driving, National Rail, and then I have kind of like various banking apps. I have Dropbox, which I can put photos in, similar to OneDrive, and then I have my PayPal app. So I then have this Instagram followers app, which I haven't actually used in like forever. I then have this app called Ditty, which is actually so funny. It basically is an app where you can type text and then it will sing it for you. So then have Just Eat, which I don't really use that often because not a lot of places deliver to my house. And then I have FameBit, which is an app, like website thing that I signed up for where you can get sponsorship. Like sponsorships for your channel and stuff, but so many of them are American, so I've never used that before. And then finally I have Snapchat. My Snapchat is sophdoesnails if you guys wanted to follow me. And then I have my Facebook Messenger, and then finally I have my McDonald's app, which is clearly the most important considering my phone case is this McDonald's fries thing. So yeah, that is basically everything that is on my iPhone 6. So I hope you guys have enjoyed kind of having a little nosy around my phone, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, it would be amazing if you guys would subscribe to my channel, and also if you guys wanted to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat, they are linked down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!